Hello to all students. Today we are going to study about a very important topic, and that is known as the DPD, which is also called as the diffusion pressure deficit. It is also called as the SP or the suction pressure. Now, if you want to understand the concept of the diffusion pressure deficit, you must first know about the DP. If you know the DP, then you will be able to study the diffusion pressure deficit. In my previous videos, you have studied about the diffusion pressure. Always remember, the diffusion pressure of the pure water is highest and the diffusion pressure of the solution is least. It means when we add solute in the solvent, its diffusion pressure is reduced. Okay, so diffusion pressure is highest of the pure water and diffusion pressure is less of the solution. Okay, it means when we add solute, the diffusion pressure becomes deficient, and this is called as the diffusion pressure deficit. Means, what is DPD? Decrease in the diffusion pressure, of any system due to the addition of the solute is called as what? The diffusion pressure deficit. Okay. Now we can also define DPD in this manner also, that DPD of any solution is the difference between the diffusion pressure of the solution and the diffusion pressure of the pure water when both are subjected to same atmospheric pressure. Again I am repeating, the difference in the diffusion pressure of the solution and that of the diffusion pressure of the pure water when both are subjected to same atmospheric pressure is called as the DPD. Okay. Not only this, you must know that DPD also determines the direction of the osmosis. Okay. Now, thus DP of the pure water was highest. When we have added the solute, the diffusion pressure has become deficient, which was called as the diffusion pressure deficit. Now what a solution will do? To remove its deficit? To remove the deficit, the solution will absorb the water molecules, that is the solvent molecules, and because of this we can say that DPD is the power of absorption of water. Means a solution which is having high DPD will absorb what? Water. Means DPD is the power of absorption of water for the cell, and hence it is also called as the suction pressure, that is the SP, or it can also be called it as the absorption potential, or we can say it as demand of water. Means a solution which is having high DPD, it will remove its deficit by absorbing more and more water, and that's why we can say that DPD is also called as suction pressure or the absorption potential or the demand of the water. Okay. Now you have to remember this thing, that more the solute in the solution, more will be the diffusion pressure deficit, and less the solute in solution, less will be the diffusion pressure deficit. Altogether, in nutshell, we can say that DPD is directly proportional to concentration of the solution. That is, more the concentration of the solute in the solution, more will be the DPD, and less the concentration of the solute in the solution, less will be the DPD. Okay. And also there is a rule which you must remember always, that this is a rule that always the water moves from low DPD to high DPD, and always remember, pure water has low DPD. Low DPD means it is having 0 DPD, and solution is always having high DPD. Solution is also having high DPD. Why? Because it has solute in it. This point to be remembered, that in pure water the DPD is low. Low means it is 0, and in solution the DPD is always high, and water moves from low DPD to high DPD. Okay. Now think of a cell in which water has not entered. think of a cell in which water has not entered. Okay, so in that cell, means normally a cell in which water has not entered, in that cell OP is greater than TP. OP is greater than TP. OP is greater than TP. But when water enters a cell, OP becomes equal to TP. Again, I am repeating. When water is not entering a cell, OP is greater than TP. But when water enters the cell, the OP becomes equal to TP. So I can say that the difference between the OP and the TP, the difference between the OP and the TP is called as the DPD or SP. So we can formulate the DPD as DPD is equal to OP minus TP. DPD is equal to OP minus TP. Okay. Now, DPD of a solution means what? When osmosis is not taking place. What I have said? When osmosis is not taking place means OP is greater than TP. So DPD of a solution where osmosis is not taking place means water is not entering inside the cell. In that condition, what will happen? The DPD is equal to OP. DPD is equal to OP. Why? Because water has not entered. Water has not entered. So TP is 0. Why? Because if the water has not entered, the cell will not become turgid. When it is not turgid, turgor pressure will not be developed. So what will happen? In a cell in which that is osmosis have not taken place, so in that condition TP will be 0. So DPD will become equal to OP. So DPD of a solution where the osmosis is not taking place, in that condition the DPD is equal to OP. DPD is equal to OP. And remember, say for example, I have quoted example, a solution with OP of 10 atmospheric pressure, a solution with OP of 10 atm, right, will have the DPD of 10 atm, because we know very well that DPD is equal to OP in a cell in which water has not entered. In a cell in which water has not entered, DPD is equal to OP. Now think of a cell in which water has entered. So when a plant cell, imagine it that when a plant cell, especially I have talked about the plant cell which is having the cell wall on it, when plant cell is kept in pure water, what will happen? Water begins to enter the cell, and what will happen? The cell will become turgid, the plant cell will become turgid, and due to the turgidity, turgor pressure will be developed, and this also results in an equal amount of wall pressure, because we know very well that opposite to the turgor pressure is the wall pressure which is implied in the plant cell. This TP increases, DP of cell safe. Of course, when water enters inside the cell, what will happen? That DP will be increased, DPD is reduced, and diffusion pressure is raised. And what will happen? Due to the raising of the DPD will reduce. So DPD is reduced due to the entry of water, and DP will increase. And also remember, when water enters inside the cell, OP goes on decreasing and TP start increasing. So you have to remember 2-3 things. When a plant cell is kept in water, TP increases, DP increases, OP decreases, and diffusion pressure deficit decreases. Okay, and in such a case, OP becomes equal to TP. OP becomes equal to TP, and DPD is equal to 0. Here in this case, when OP becomes equal to TP, DPD is equal to 0. We will be justifying this statement also. One more thing, that I have written the demand of water. You have to see here that which cell is having the highest demand of the water. So plasmolysed cell is having more demand of water than a flaccid cell. A flaccid cell is having more demand of water than the partially turgid cell, and partially turgid cell will be having more demand of water than the fully turgid cell. So what I just want to say, that the highest demand of water is in the plasmolysed cell, and least demand of the water is in a fully turgid cell. Okay. Now one more thing, this DPD term was first of all used by a scientist known as B.S. Mayer, and as we know that the DPD is also called as the suction pressure, and the suction pressure term was actually given by Renner. Okay. Now when we are talking about the diffusion pressure deficit, you must know about the 3 case studies. Okay, that what is the DPD of a fully turgid cell, what is the DPD of a flaccid cell, what is the DPD of a flaccid cell, and what is the DPD of a plasmolized cell. Okay, so I will be talking about three cases. Case study number 1. What will be the DPD of a turgid cell, DPD of a turgid cell. Okay, so what will be the DPD of a turgid cell? We know very well that DPD is equal to OP minus TP. DPD is equal to OP minus TP. Now we know very well that in a turgid cell is a cell in which water has entered. We have just now studied that in a turgid cell OP is equal to TP. OP is equal to TP. Now apply a simple mathematics. Shift the TP towards the left side. So OP minus TP. OP minus TP is equal to 0. We know very well that in a turgid cell, OP minus TP is 0. Substitute the value here. So DPD is equal to OP minus TP, 0. So DPD is 0. We know that in a turgid cell, DP is high and DPD is low. DPD is low up to how much value? It is equal to 0. Now coming to the case number 2. This is the case number 2. Now in case number 2, what will be the DPD? What will be the DPD of a flaccid cell? What will be the DPD of a flaccid cell? You must know about a flaccid cell and a turgid cell. A cell in which water has entered is called as a turgid cell, and a cell in which water has exited out is called as a flaccid cell. Means swollen cell will be called as a turgid cell, and the shrinked stage is called as what? The flaccid cell. Now what happens here? We know very well that what will be the DPD of a flaccid cell. So we know that DPD is equal to OP minus TP. This is the formula. Now in a flaccid cell in which water has not entered, so TP is definitely 0. TP is 0. Substitute the value here. TP is 0. So DPD is equal to OP. DPD is equal to OP. Just now I have said a cell in which water has not entered, in that condition, in which water has not entered, in which osmosis has not happened, in that condition DPD is equal to OP. Okay. Now case number 3. Case number 3. What will be the DPD of a plasmolized cell? What will be the DPD of a plasmolized cell? Now you must know that what is a plasmolized cell. What is a plasmolized cell? When a cell is kept in hypertonic solution, a solution with very high concentration, in that condition water will not enter inside the cell. Water will be exited out of the cell. Means in a plasmolized cell, the protoplasm will separate from the wall and it will be shrinked and coming at the center. This is called as what? The plasmolized cell. Now we know that DPD is equal to OP minus TP. OP minus TP. DPD is equal to OP minus TP. But you must remember this thing, that in a plasmolized cell, you must know that in a plasmolized cell, TP is negative. In my previous videos, based on the turgor pressure and the wall pressure, you may have studied that TP is negative always in a plasmolized cell. TP is negative in a plasmolized cell. So there will be a little bit change in the formula, that substitute DPD is equal to OP minus, now TP is negative here, so minus TP. So open the brackets, DPD is equal to OP plus minus plus TP. Okay, so DPD of a plasmolized cell is OP plus TP. In such case, DPD is more than OP. DPD is more than OP. So always remember that DPD of a turgid cell is 0, DPD of a flaccid cell is equal to OP, and DPD of a plasmolized cell is equal to OP plus TP. Okay, so these are the case studies, and on these case studies questions are asked. Now you must know a question. Now Say for there are two cells. One is cell A, another is cell B. Both are neighboring cells. Now, this cell has OP is equal to 25. OP is equal to 25 ATM and TP is equal to 15 ATM. Okay, and cell B is having OP is equal to 40 ATM and TP is equal to 20 ATM. Right? So these cells are adjoined to each other. Okay. Now the question is that movement of water will occur from number one, cell A to B, or number two, cell B to A. To solve this question, we must know that always remember there is a rule that water moves from low DPD to high DPD. Now, in cell A, we know very well DPD is equal to OP minus TP. So substitute the value OP minus TP. So 25 minus 15 is equal to 10 ATM. Okay, and what about the cell B? DPD is equal to, we know that OP minus TP. So OP is 40 minus 20. So that comes out to be 20 ATM. Now rule says that water always moves from low DPD to high DPD. Now low DPD is of 10 ATM of cell A and high DPD is of cell B. So water moves from low DPD to high DPD. So answer will be cell A to B, means option number 1 is correct, from cell A to B. Okay, this type of questions may also be asked in exams. So dear student, this was very important topic related to the diffusion pressure deficit. Okay, we'll be coming soon with few more videos which will be based on the water potential, okay, the plasmolized cell, water absorption, okay, ascent of sap, transpiration, photosynthesis. So keep watching my videos, keep like and sharing my videos. Thanks a lot.